Peace in, family. It's your brother from another motherland, Mr. Mikel, the energy right now. Listen, family, I want to remind you today that this is the era of making a living from the life that you love. I just got off the call with a new client, and this is our first call, family, and they was in tears. They was in tears simply because of the fact that from one call, from one phone call, family, from one conversation, they were able to see how simple the steps are to not only shift your mental perspective on your powers, on what's available to you, but also how simple it is to take action and see results. Make a living from the life that you love. That's what I've been screaming for this past month. And I'm going to continue to scream that, family, until I get enough of you to realize, especially the people who are in the service industry, who are in the wellness industry, who are in the spiritual industry, people who genuinely have spent the last 10 years, 20 years, 5 years studying how to improve their lives and other people's. People who've been studying ways to help people with lifestyle issues, lifestyle conditions, whether that be mental, whether that be physical, emotional, whether that be relational. Like, there's so many of you, family, who put hours upon hours. You've done the 10,000 hours of study. Yes, you put all your energy and money, you've invested your time in learning about the human condition, about the world, about life, and you've got a creative gift to go along with it. You people is who I'm screaming for right now. You people are the ones that I want to see make these changes, family. Make a living from the life that you love. There's no way that you have a skill that is genuinely shaped to help someone be better, and you are not making a living from that. Yes? And so my challenge has been this month, if you want to, we're not talking about millions right now. We're not talking about 6 figures. Yes? I want to get you out the gate. If you want to replace the current income you make, whether that's through your job, whether that's through universal credit, whether that's through whatever, the current income you make that is draining you, if you want to replace that current income that is draining your life right now, if you want to replace it, making a living from the life that you love, message me, DM me. Let's get in the game. I'm taking calls on Mondays throughout the rest of this month. So DM me, family. And you just might be one of the people that I give a call, family. Again, like I said, I spoke to a new client today, and that phone call changed everything. They said, Mikel, if I never speak to you again, you've made me see much clearer right now, family. And that, for me, doing the work that I do, my work, like I said to people, I believe earth is heaven. I believe with all of my heart, with all of my being, with all of my practice and energy, I believe that this earth here, yes, this earth here that we experience, this earth is actually heaven. And because I believe and know that it is heaven, then I also understand my responsibility to be a caretaker of heaven. I just think we, as a society, have been bad caretakers of heaven. But this earth has been around for trillions of years, and again, it's had many societies, many people controlling it, many people, many empires leading it. All kind of beings have passed through this earth and continue to do it. So I just think currently we're bad caretakers. And I can point the fingers and we could do lectures on whose fault it is, but I'm taking responsibility, family, starting with the life that I lead, starting with what I put out there into the world, and starting with how I use my short life on this earth to help others become better as I help myself. That is one of the principles that is spoken about in the ancient wisdom of Ma'at. To give, seeking nothing in return, is the true definition of love, family. And this is why in the spiritual game, I talk about love service. Love service. The thing that you do that helps others improve themselves. The thing that you do, that you love to do, that helps others experience life better. The thing that you love to do, like you just wake up and you can't stop thinking about it. You go outside and you practice this. If no one's paying you, this is what you're researching on. This is what you're exercising on. The thing that you love to do that can assist someone in shifting and experiencing a better reality. That is called a love service. And that, my friends, is the foundation of not only your spiritual practice, but also your business that brings you money, your economic practice, family. And this is the gap. This is the knowledge gap that I want to close with my content. Make a living from the life that you love, family. All you have to do to start that is recognize what you love to do, what kind of life you love to lead. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? And I want you to begin to start to use your phone. If you have a phone, and you do, that's why you're watching me right now. Everyone has a smartphone, family, which means, yes, in real terms, everyone has a magic wand in their hand. We all talk about conspiracy theories, right? It's not a theory, it's a fact that your phone is listening to you. So make it hear the right things. Millionaire, make money from, you get what I'm saying? If you know your phone is listening to you and you know that companies pay money for the data that you use in your phone, family, give it the data that's gonna change your life. 6-pack in 6 weeks, 6-pack in 6 weeks. 6 figures in 6 days. You get what I'm saying? Love of my life. Love of my life. Brown skin, boom ting. You know what I'm saying? What, like, you get what I'm saying? If that's what if you know now, without a shadow of a doubt, that this is what your phone does, then why are you not programming your phone to help program yourself? If you know you need to become leaner, yeah, if you need to have a better diet, if you need to move out of the country, if you need friends in a particular wealth bracket, if you need mentors, if you need new relationships, if you need, like, come on, family, you need to learn a new skill. Come on, family, if you know that life needs to treat you a certain way, if you understand that your life needs to be designed in a particular way, then you need to be using your magic wand, abracadabra, make me whole. Abracadabra, make me rich. Abracadabra, bring me closer to God. Abracadabra, help me understand my superpowers. And that's how some of you are going to see this video, because you've researched things, you've clicked things that have put this into your vortex. And I'm saying to you right now, you haven't stumbled upon this video for no reason. You haven't stumbled upon this video for no reason. There's been rhythms that you have followed. There's been things you have typed into the search bars. There's been videos you've watched for a bit too long that have led you here, that have inspired your algorithm. Yes, which is metaphysical technology. Your algorithm has brought you to this message right now. And I'm asking you, as the person behind this message, are you ready to design life in your favor? Are you ready to be an author of the life you experience? Are you ready to sit behind the wheel of your own karma and start to steer and direct and curate and go on a voyage that reflects your highest intention, your greatest expression? Family, what I'm saying is not heebie-jeebie. This is real practical. This is like the only thing to be doing right now. We complain about the job market, and that is an opportunity for you to step in and live your dreams. Living your dreams is the most viable thing to do right now. Like I said, what do you leave your house for? If someone called you and said, I got £200 for you, do you leave your house for that? Would you leave your house for that? Most of us would. If someone called you and said, yo, I got £500 for you, I need 3 hours of your time. If someone called you and said, you know, I got £1,000 for you this week, in the next 7 days, I got £1,000 for you. I'm going to pay you £200 a day over the next 5 days. And I just need 5 hours of your time. Would you leave your house for that? Most of us would, family. And so the point I'm trying to make is, in this day and age, you don't have to wait for that opportunity. You can present it and attract it to you via your love service. Not doing what I do, not doing what the other millionaire or the other thousandaire on Instagram is telling you to do. No, doing what you love. It's about understanding who you are, what you love to give and share, and how can that transform people who need it. It's very simple, family. And like I said, if you DMing me, if you messaging me, my family, get at me. I'm calling people, giving them this breakdown over the phone. I'm talking about immediate, actionable guidance. Because I'm personally tired of seeing my community not benefit from this. The people that I experience and connect with on a day-to-day basis, family. Because it doesn't take anything but your phone. It doesn't take anything but understanding who you are and what you have to share and sending it, giving it to people who actually need it, family. We've got a poor cultural relationship with money, with business. And it took me a long time to understand the connection between spirituality and business. I have to forgive my ignorance. It took me a long time to understand the connection between your spirituality and the business that you do. The fundamental part of business, family, is service. It's providing a service to someone who needs it and helping them become better, helping them experience life better. That is business. And that is what God, don't matter which name you give God, no matter which scripture you want to look at, the fundamental relationship we have with God is to serve God's people, serve God's creation, improve the life. And if I believe that earth is heaven, which I do, that is my core belief. Earth is heaven. And I am one of the caretakers of heaven. And so in my life, I must live my life in a way where I am being a caretaker of heaven and the other caretakers, the custodians of this experience of heaven, family. We've got one life, one experience of it, one game, as I like to say. One game. How are you playing it? How are you using your game to improve other people's games, family? Very shortly, family. Very shortly, we are going to be doing weekly lives on the spiritual game. And the spiritual game is understanding it. And again, when you hear me talk about the spiritual game, family, I'm not talking about it's a cool like analogy on the surface, but it's actually based on my years of study in spiritual law. I study spiritual law as written and spoken about by our ancestors. Yes, I study spiritual law. And the more and more I study this, I'm like, this is a game. This is a gaming system. Life is a game. Literally. Gaming is imitating spiritual law. And it's this simple. You manifest into this life. As you manifest, you have an avatar you manifest in. And that avatar immediately, as soon as you arrive here, has a backstory. And that avatar has particular challenges it comes here with. You have an origin story, which is your family, your bloodline, your history, your legacy, the position you were born into in your family, the kind of family setup you're born into. That's your backstory, that's your origin story. And that kickstarts your game. Now your character, your avatar, has been given a structure for it to move, for it to interact with the world it lives in, and it's been given interesting gifts. Every single one of us, whether you recognize it or not, has been given gifts that assist us in navigating this life. Unique gifts that are not like anyone else's. Some of those gifts, if you don't know what your gifts are yet, some of those gifts are actually wrapped up in some of the negative things that you do. So if you don't know what your positive gifts are, if you don't know what your superpowers are, look at the shit people complain to you about you. That will be some indicators into what some of your gifts are, right? I'll do a whole video on that as well. So you've been given gifts, and those gifts are there to help you with your challenges. Yes, and your challenges are specifically created to help you level up in life and experience the best part of life. Your challenges, the challenges that come to you in life is the initiation process. It's the initiation process that validates you into your next level. You see, the Creator is so amazing that it's created this law called Ma'at, and Ma'at is the law of interdependence that keeps the harmony of the world in balance. It's like the sun and the sun's distance to the earth and the right temperature we experience so that we don't burn up. What does that? What keeps the sun at the right distance and us revolving around the sun in the right distance on the right rhythm that allows that? That's called Ma'at. Our ancestors are spiritual scientists called that Ma'at, the balance. What brings those two entities? What attracts the bee to the flower and helps the bee extract the nectar and the flower get the pollen, all of that kind of that process. What is that? That's Ma'at. You see? So our Creator creates Ma'at so that the world, the game, can be experienced. Ma'at is the operating system. And then once the operating system is set up, you can create all the games that you want. Approximately 8.5 billion games that we experience. So you are given your particular game. So based on Ma'at, the harmony, balance of the world, the game that we're in, you cannot level up until you clock the level that you're on. Because you won't be able to even manage the next level if you don't clear the fundamentals of the level that you're on. Do you get it? It's like before you can run, you need to walk. Before you can, drive, you need to be able to run and have some cognitive skills in your body, right? So, boom, that's the principle. So your challenges have been set, and this is very important to understand. The first law of the spirit is called Asar, and Asar, the law of Asar says, you were made in the likeness of a piece that nothing and no one can disturb. Therefore, nothing and no one could ever be against you. Nothing and no one could ever be against you. All experiences come to you so that you can reclaim wisdom and spiritual power. You see? And so that's the first law of the spirit, not the source, the first. And so what that says immediately is that every challenge that comes into your life is there so you can level up. So you have unique challenges to assist you in your unique game. And those challenges come to refine the gift you've been given so that you can use it to bring more pleasure into your life, to empower more ways for yourself to enjoy and experience the best part of life. That is the game. That's the whole game, family. Yes? So all I want to know, are you in the game though? Are you using these qualities that you've been given to sit and be abused by the cycle of life? Or you're using those qualities to carve out your own unique experience of heaven? That's what I want to know. I'm going to leave that in your hands. DM me. My Instagram is Mikel the Energy. DM me on Instagram, right? Or send me an email, mikel@chezarojo.com. DM me, send me an email. Challenge accepted if you want me to give you a call this Monday. Don't DM me if you're not serious. I want people who are on it, people who are actually ready to implement the guidance that I'm going to give you, because the guidance I will give you on the phone for free will change your life. 25 people, 25 minutes each. Let's get in the game. Peace in, love out. Hey!